Okay, so this is question 2A. Okay, so let me write the question. Make X the subject of the formula. So we are given y is equal to x over 5 positive 3p. So what you have to do first is move this 3p to the other side. So you get y negative 3p is equal to x over 5. So once you move this 3p to the other side, this is the form. Next you cross multiply. So this 5 times of y negative 3p is equal to x. Next you rewrite. Rewriting, you can use this phrase, we get x is equal to 5 times of y negative 3p. So that's the solution for this question. So this is next question. It's 2A2. So we are asked to solve 2x squared negative 9x is equal to 0. Now what people do is they would push this 9x to the other side, negative 9x to the other side, and rewrite this as 2x squared is equal to 9x. And then they cancel x out, so you have 2x is equal to 9, so x is equal to 9 over 2. But this is incorrect. Okay, why it is incorrect? Because the degree of x is actually 2. So there are 2 real roots. I would be better off by stating there are 2 roots. Okay, real or complex we do not know. Okay, because the degree is 2, the system has got 2 roots. So that's the safest way to say. So what we need to do is we are considering 2x squared negative 9x is equal to 0. From here we can take a x out. So this is going to be 2 times x negative 9 is equal to 0. Now from algebra, if AB is equal to 0, this means either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. So I get x is equal to 0 or 2x negative 9 is equal to 0. So this means 2x is equal to 9. This means x is equal to 9 over 2. You have to box these two results. So that's the solution. Let's move on. So this is the next question. Let me write the question down. A farmer wishes to enclose a rectangular plot with wire fence. The width of the plot is 3 meters less than its length. So width is equal to what? Is 3 meters less than its length. So this is given. So I'm going to state here, let L be its length. Okay. Now what they are asking us is, if area is equal to 378 square meters, show that L squared negative 3 times L negative 378 is equal to 0. So this is required. Now this is the solution. Let L be its length. So this means width is L negative 3. Okay, we also know, what do we know? We also know that the area of the rectangle, what is the area of the rectangle? It's going to be length into width. So the length is L, the width is L negative 3, and the area is given as what? 378. So L into L, L squared, 3 into L, 3L is 378. So I can rewrite this as L squared negative 3L negative 378 is equal to 0. What is this? They two agree together. which is required, or you can say which is proved, because they're asking us to show. Okay, so that's the end of the solution. We move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the next question. See, the force F is applied to an object. It is directly proportional to the extension E produced by the object. Now we are asked to represent this info as an equation. In terms of F, comma E, and appropriate constant K. Now you have to understand this. Now there is a force that's been applied to this object. Now the object is actually extending. Okay, it need not have to extend totally symmetric, but there will be some extension that is represented as E, and it states that F is directly proportional to E. So this is how the equation is formed. Now if you want to remove this directly proportional sign out, we will have to replace it by means of a constant. So F is directly proportional to E is replaced as F is equal to K times E, where K is called as a constant of proportionality. Okay, so that is the solution for the first part. Now the second part is giving us a table. Now I'm going to try to squeeze the table here. So you have F and E. So 8 and 0.2, that is the first value. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the value of F as 8, the value of E is 0.2. So K is going to be equal to 8 divided by 0.2. I can rewrite 0.2 as 2 divided by 10, which is going to be 80. Because I flip this 10, it goes top. So it's 80 divided by 2. So 2 divides 80 40 times. So proportionality value is 40. So therefore we have F to be equal to 40 times E. Okay, fair enough. Now the next very value is 25 and X. So we have to determine this value X. So how do I do that? I'm using this space here. F is 25 and we have to get this X. So that's obviously going to be E there. So E is going to be 25 divided by 40. So 5 divides here 5 times, 5 divides here 8 times. So this is going to be equal to 5 over 8. So that's the value here. This is X is equal to 5 divided by 8. You can either use it as 5 divided by 8, or if you want, you will have to reduce it. Now there is a last value that is given. So this, after 25 you have 60 and 1.5. The very end you have Y and 3.2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to squeeze that working here. So Y value is needed, so F value is needed, and proportionality is 40, and E is given as 3.2. So all we need to do is just multiply this. So 4 times 2 is 8, 4 3s are 12, and you have a 0. So after one decimal you have a point. So this is going to be 128. Okay, so you can probably write this here, 128. I'm trying to squeeze everything here, but when you are working, you will have to make sure that your flow is actually oriented vertically. Okay, so that is a better way, because I just don't want to skip that frame of consistency by moving to the next page. That's the reason I have chosen this format. But when you are working, you will have to use the linear form, vertical form, right? When I say linear, I mean linearly vertical or vertically linear. So having mentioned that, let me move on.